The process of electing the President of the United States is a complex, multi-step procedure involving primary elections, caucuses, national conventions, the general election, and the Electoral College. Below, we'll explore each aspect of this process in detail. 1. Primary elections and caucuses. A. Primary elections. Primaries are state-level elections where party members vote for their preferred candidate. The rules vary by state and can be either open primaries. Any registered voter can participate, regardless of party affiliation. Closed primaries. Only registered party members can vote. B. Caucuses. Caucuses are local gatherings where party members discuss and vote on candidates. They are usually less formal than primaries and may involve multiple rounds of voting. 2. National conventions. Once the primaries and caucuses are completed, each major political party holds a national convention. Delegate voting. Delegates who are chosen during the primaries and caucuses cast their votes for the party's candidates. Nomination. The candidate who receives the majority of delegate votes secures the party's nomination. Running mate. The nominated candidate selects a vice presidential running mate. 3. General election campaign. After the national conventions, the general election campaign begins. Debates. Presidential candidates participate in televised debates. Campaigning. Candidates travel across the country, present their platforms, and engage with voters. 4. General election. The general election is held on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Here's how it works. Voter participation. Registered voters across the country cast their ballots for the presidential and vice presidential candidates. Popular vote. While the popular vote determines the preference of the electorate, it is the Electoral College vote that officially decides the presidency. 5. Electoral College. The Electoral College is a body of electors established by the U.S. Constitution to elect the president and vice president. Here's a breakdown of how it works. Electors. Each state has a number of electors equal to the total number of its senators and representatives in Congress. Winning electors. In most states, the candidate who wins the popular vote in that state wins all of the state's electoral votes, winner-takes-all system, except for Maine and Nebraska, which use proportional allocation. Total electoral votes. There are 538 total electoral votes. A majority of 270 electoral votes is required to win the presidency. 6. Meeting of the electors. The electors meet in their respective states on the first Monday after the second Wednesday in December to cast their votes. Electoral ballots. Each elector casts one vote for president and one for vice president. Transmission of votes. The electoral ballots are sent to the President of the Senate, the Vice President of the United States, for tallying. 7. Certification of results. The final step occurs on January 6th, following the general election. Joint session of Congress. The Vice President presides over a joint session of Congress to count the electoral votes and certify the election results. Declaration of winner. The candidate who receives at least 270 electoral votes is officially declared the next President of the United States. 8. Inauguration. The President-elect and Vice President-elect are inaugurated on January 20th. Oath of office. The President-elect takes the oath of office, administered by the Chief Justice of the United States. Inaugural address. The new president delivers an inaugural address outlining their vision and goals for their term. Key points to understand. Electoral versus popular vote. The Electoral College can result in a candidate winning the presidency without winning the popular vote. Role of states. States play a crucial role in the election process through their control of primaries, caucuses, and the allocation of electors. Contingencies. If no candidate receives the majority of Electoral College votes, the election is decided by the House of Representatives, for president, and the Senate, for vice president. The election of the American president is a multifaceted process designed to balance the will of the electorate with the federal structure of the United States. Understanding each step can provide clarity on how the final decision is made and the various factors that influence the outcome.